Popplio. Not a shiny, just like the last couple of weeks. Hopefully they change that next week. Hopefully we go back into some shinies next week, but it is still the Team Rocket event that is going on at the moment. So I figured that we would spend probably most of this Spotlight Hour actually focusing on the Team Rocket dudes, grunts, peoples, and see if we can get ourselves a shiny shadow Pokemon, because that would be nice. So yeah, we've got one right here. We've got our balloon that we're about to do. This is a fighting one. So we'll jump in with this, and then we should have two more that are sitting here, and then hopefully another balloon that fits in, because this one was the one that I clicked on just before 6, I almost said midnight, just before 6 p.m. Thanks, James. How you doing, dude? We'll see. Hopefully we have an amazing night. It depends on if we get a shiny or not. If not, then it's just going to be an average old night, the same as usual. Come on, Mewtwo. You can do it. I was going to say, today we'll be mostly focused on doing these battles. Well, I already did say that, but yeah. A lot of battles to be done tonight. Because honestly, I haven't really done anything to do with this Team Go Rocket event so far, so we'll see how we go. How you doing, Jesse? Welcome in. How you doing, Negan? Sage Frost, Rob, welcome in, guys. How we all doing today? You only woke up because you're having fever dreams and lights and Transformers. What sort of lights and what sort of Transformers? Do the Transformers have lights on them? Is that what? They're just like Transformers. They've got like neons on them. Just like cars from Need for Speed Most Wanted. If any of you are old enough to remember that, that was like my favorite Need for Speed game. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Because you had all like the car mods and stuff that you could do. So unfortunately, our first Go Rocket is not a shiny. Boo. I still need my shiny Hitmonchan, so that would have been nice. So hopefully that balloon will go away, and we'll have another one that'll fly in a second. There we go. So I guess we'll do these two stops here first, and then we'll get into doing that one. So how's everybody doing today? Has anybody had any luck with these Shadow Shinies so far this event? Winnings for winners. Guess I'm a winner. Let's see how we do. Can we win? Ooh, little shiny Shadow Charmander. That would be nice. You got your shiny Lugia on your third raid. Still no Thundurus after 22 raids. Shame to admit you used that many passes for it. If you need the shiny, there's nothing wrong with trying to get it. I mean, I know how you feel. I still don't have the shiny Shadow... not shiny Shadow. The shiny Therian form of Thundurus. I have all the other ones, like Shadow and Incarnate. Sorry, I keep saying Shadow. Incarnate and the Therian forms, but yeah, that's the only one that I don't have. Not one so far, Negan. Damn. Fingers crossed. You can have some luck too. They need to speed. The Need for Speed, where you can custom make your own car. It's the best one you think on a PS2 game. Was that Most Wanted? Because that was the one where you could like mod your own cars and put like the speakers and the subwoofers and the neon lights and paint jobs and all that sort of stuff on your cars. There was that one and Carbon. Carbon was the one after it, but Carbon was more drift sort of orientated. Even though that was still pretty cool. Damn it, no Shadow Shiny Charmander. Disappointing. I tried to get that one so much when one of the leaders have it. What leader was it? It was Arlo, wasn't it? Pretty sure Arlo had the shiny Shadow Charmander, and I did so many raids, so many battles against him and just could not get it. Hey, go on, Dalsandu. Together, not together. Separate lights that join to get together that join together by flowing through the air at high speeds and connecting in a mysterious point. It's a source of power of some point, but again, you kept waking up. Sounds like you were dreaming of aliens. Were you abducted while you were sleeping? Is that what was going on? And You were just put back in your bed before you woke up. I guarantee you that's what happened, dude. You were being abducted by aliens. Alright, attempt number 3. I'll get out of the car eventually. We've just had a lot of these guys straight off the bat, so you watch. As I start walking down the trail, we'll have like none of them. Because that will be my luck. But there should be 1 in 50-ish, I'm pretty sure, from the dudes, the grunts, because it was the same when it comes to the leaders. So I'm assuming that they have the same drop rates for the shinies. Don't quote me on that. I haven't actually looked up any information for it. I'm just going off what I think would be the key. Leave me alone. Don't chomp my poor little Leafeon. No shiny shadows for you, but you got a 1, 15, 14, a Shadow Famby, and a 3-star Shadow Torchic. Nice! I've been getting a lot of really good PvP Pokemon lately. I will show you guys. Yes, Shiny Shadow Larvitar is back. Hopefully we can actually encounter some of them today. I mean, yeah, I don't even know he's going to die anyway. Yeah. That's one of them. There's actually a couple of decent ones out at the moment. But yeah, as I said, I've been getting quite a few decent, like, PvP Pokies, and some, like, decent ones of them as well, not just, you know, decent IVs. Ones that are actually viable. Okay, so no Shadow Shinies Psyduck. Knowing my luck, it would have been one of them first. IVs are not good. Off you go. So yeah, we got just a Shadow Reap, which is rank 12. One of the Panseers, which is a rank 26. The Grimer, which is going to be a rank 3 Muck for Great League. I'm just like, that's very good. Given that I use Muck all the time, having a decent one that's actually set up, because the one that I've got that I use, I'm pretty sure is one of my hundos. Yeah, this is the one that I've got set up for PvP at the moment, and it's a hundo, so it doesn't really have the best IVs for PvP, but yeah, the one that I caught will definitely be a decent one. So one more battle, and then we'll start walking. Bring back the Angline. Oh, now I need to heal. Oh. So I also got my results back for my CT scan that I went and had the other day on my back. So we'll talk about that soon as well, because I found out some things about my back today, which goes, yeah, which is no wonder why my back has been so sore for so long. Like, I already knew that I had a stuffed back, but I didn't realize it was as bad as it actually is. So, you know, when I'm finished with this battle, probably shouldn't have wasted that. Should have saved it for the next one. You know what, you woke up at midnight to find your fairy lights above your bed on. Might have been me, might have not, but you don't remember anything about their turning on, but you might have been dreaming. Nah, dude, it was the aliens. I'm telling you. They interrupt. Oh my god, I gotta need to learn how to talk English, honestly. They interfere is the word that I'm looking for, with electronics and stuff like that, apparently, according to all the literature about aliens and stuff. So it was the aliens, man. The aliens turned your fairy lights on. Hey, doing off Galaxo Kitty. So you've changed your name. How are you? How you doing today? It was you, you're bad. What are you doing sneaking into Sage's house? What are you doing? Shouldn't be doing that. Yes, I know you still got the same profile picture, so I knew it was you. How you doing? Galaxo Kitty, welcome, welcome. How was your day so far? They gave you a probe. That's another thing that apparently aliens do, which is something that I don't understand. It's like, if you have the capability of traveling across interstellar space, like you have the technology to build spaceships that can travel through interstellar space, surely you can do non-invasive like tests and that on people. So why are you sticking things up their butt? Like, that's yeah, I've just never gotten that one. It's just like, we have non-invasive ways of, like, I went and had a CT scan last week. They scanned my back with technology. They didn't have to stick like something inside of me to do that sort of stuff. So how come these aliens that are supposedly that much more advanced than us don't have that sort of technology? Why do they just want to sodomize people? That just doesn't, that does not compute. Space is boring. No, space is awesome. Space is really cool. Like, I love space. Just the stuff about space and all that sort of stuff. Alright, take my water with me. Alright, let's start walking so we can encounter more Team Rockets. Yeah, I'm always watching like space documentaries and stuff like that quite regularly. I was watching a whole bunch of them yesterday because I was really tired yesterday, so I basically spent the whole day just laying on the couch watching YouTube. And yeah, I ended up watching like a whole bunch of stuff about space and all of that sort of stuff, just paradoxes, which are pretty cool. Like, where's all the alien life at and why we haven't encountered stuff. You had 4 colonoscopies. What, just because you felt like it or because you needed them? Oh my god, I need to do my pants up more. Give me a second, I need to put my phone down so I can do my pants up. I mean, my pants have done up. My belt, I needed to make my belt tighter just because my water bottle is slowly making my pants fall down, which is something that we don't want. You did not want them. Okay. I don't think anybody really wants them, but I don't know, there's probably some people that probably do. The fact we have scans, what are aliens doing looking for? Exactly. That's one of my favorite lines from, have you guys seen Paul? The alien movie with Seth Rogen and what's his name? British dude. Oh my god. What's his name again? Bloody hell, I've forgotten his name. My brain always goes dead when I'm streaming. I just have brain farts and I'm like, what's that guy's name again? But anyway, they're just like, oh, please don't probe me. And he's like, why would I do that? What am I, harvesting farts? Well, that's what we want to see. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that, I said hype button. The like button. I suppose it's a hype button. Same. They're helping you by checking. Probably not in your butt. Last time I checked, you don't get STDs in your butt. Fair enough. Someone's happy. You prefer the giant robot aliens over the stereotypical green and silver balloon heads with 3 fingers. Honestly, the robot aliens are probably more likely of what we would find. Given the immensity of space, you would think that if something was traveling through space, like some sort of biological race, like things wouldn't live long enough to travel the expanses of space to get to anything. So I mean, we already do that. We already build robots and send them into space, you know, space probes and all that sort of stuff. So some sort of futuristic race would probably do the same sort of stuff.
She hasn't though.
So they would probably build some sort of, dude, Popplio, stop being an idiot. Some sort of self-replicating robots that would traverse space on their behalf and basically be able to self-replicate to travel the amount of space and time that they would need to. So yeah, we'd probably coming, if we were to find sort of life in space, it would more than likely be some sort of machine type of intelligence. Space is cool, but in reality, in reality's sake, we probably won't get to see the alien life because just how massive space is. Yeah, I mean, we don't have the technology to travel, but it doesn't necessarily mean that other things haven't came up with ways of being able to travel. The immensity of space sort of thing. Because you would need faster than light travel, or at least being able to travel at the speed of light, but then even still, it takes a long time to get to places. I mean, that's why we have light years, and light years is a measure of distance, not time, sort of thing. So if it takes, you know, our closest neighboring star is Proxima Centauri, and that is, what is it? I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's something like 100, no, it's not that far. It's something light years away from Earth, but even that would take the amount of time that it takes light to get to. So in a year, how much distance can light actually travel? It would take that many years for light to get there. So it'd still take a long time. I'm not really describing stuff in the best way. Like I said, my brain was tired last night, like yesterday. I still haven't recovered. I think I'm still groggy, so my brain's not operating at 100%. How long is it up? I don't know. Like I said, it's a measure of distance, not time. Inches. How many inches can light travel in a year? Multiply that by... I don't know. Chuck it into Google. I'm sure Google could tell you. That's not what you mean. Well, that's the answer you get. It's like a combination of Chespin and Popplio Spotlight Hours. I know what you guys mean. Like, I've said it before, guys, we need to start moving away from those jokes like all the time. They only stay so funny for so long, and then it's just like, haha, okay guys, I get it. Can we like move on? As I've said, not everybody finds that stuff funny all the time, and I'm trying to grow the audience into more people, so can we just not make jokes like that like all the time? There is more to life than the size of my wang, okay? It's okay, dude. Like, I don't mind. But yeah, just keep them to a minimum. We don't have to joke about that stuff like every stream at every opportunity. It's like, I don't mind the jokes, just not all the time. Because yeah, for the most part, you got to remember that we try and stay as family friendly as possible, even though I've been thinking of maybe playing Resident Evil 4 on the channel, because that's actually my favorite Resident Evil. I played that one I've played most of them, but that one was my favorite. It's my favorite one from back in the day. I had it on the PS2. I still do have it on the PS2. But they've just done the remake of it. And everybody else is playing it at the moment. I'm like, I could play it on Twitch, but then not many people are on the Twitch channel, so it's just like, it'd probably just, nobody would watch, so it's like, what's the point? I may as well do it on this channel, where people actually are. I can't play, I don't have an Xbox, so I can't play. Anything that's on Xbox, guys, isn't going to get played, and I'm not going to go out and buy an Xbox just to play Halo. I can play Resident Evil 4 because it's on the PC. And as I've said before, I'm not really a Halo person. I've played the first one and that's it. I haven't played any of the other ones, so I'm not really big on the universe. Not that into it. Hey McFlynn, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. It's on 3 launches on PC. Well, if it's on PC and Steam, but it depends on, you know, how much it is, because I ain't made of money. I don't have money to spend on a whole bunch of games, especially when games are like $90 each these days. But I'll check it out. I'll look on Steam and see if it's on Steam. Am I going to do Lugia raids tomorrow for raid hour? I do raid hours every week, so Wednesday nights, the same time as tonight, so the streams are at the same time. I'll be doing Lugia raids then. It's been so long since you came back. It has, dude. I saw your comment on one of the videos like a few weeks ago. So it's good to see you back. Aliens, you know, Predator, Xenomorph, Transformers, Flood, Covenant, many Star Wars aliens, and you think that's all that you can name off the top of your head? What about E.T.? You forgot like the most important... E.T. gone home. And Paul from Paul. What other aliens exist in movie culture? Suppose you've got the engineers from from Prometheus, because I mean they were aliens too, and Covenant. But I'm assuming that's what you meant when you said Covenant. You meant the engineers. Listen, dude. Listen, dude. Chill, my friend. You forgot exactly. You forgot E.T. How? How could you forget E.T.? And there are also aliens in... Have you guys seen They Live? Which is an old 80s sci-fi movie by John Carpenter. It has Rowdy Roddy Piper as the main character. And basically they're aliens that control the world through like media and propaganda and all that sort of stuff. And you can only see them if you're wearing the special sunglasses. That's an old school movie. Oh, how could we also forget John Carpenter's It? It is like a great movie and also an awesome alien, because you just don't know what it actually looks like. Like it's normal original form, because it's a shape-shifting alien. Paul's awesome. Paul is a very funny movie. The Covenant from Halo. It's more of a army of different species. Okay. I thought you meant like Alien Covenant, because I mean in Alien Covenant they've got the Xenomorph and they've got the engineers, which are the dudes that created the goo that Michael uses. Not Michael, David. David is who I'm thinking of. David uses to create the Xenomorph. Hey Jern, how you doing? E.T. ain't got none on the Xenomorph. Dude, if E.T. went up against the Xenomorph, he would win hands down. E.T.'s got his like healing finger and everything. He'd just start fingering the Xenomorph and he'd win. That sounded really bad. I didn't mean that type of... I meant poking him with his healing finger. I'm just going to move on. So, do people like puppies? How's the event going? Yeah, it's good. We haven't got any shinies so far. The only shiny that I've gotten from the Rocket event so far is the Snubble that I caught the other day on my way home from raid hour. So yeah, it's like a full leaf just hanging from a tree. It's like a cobweb, spider web, just levitating a leaf from a tree. Pennywise real form is a giant spider with head open. Yeah, see, Pennywise is... I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an alien. I mean, didn't they sort of hint at that in Chapter 2? That it fell to Earth in like a meteor or something like that? And it's supposed to be like an alien sort of thing. These Popplio can go to hell because it's not being... This is what I hate about the starters. They're such a pain in the ass to catch. And it's like, dude, I've got better things to do than waste 14 balls on one Pokemon. I had to battle these Team Rockets to see if I can get a shiny. You got 11 shinies so far this event. Damn, man. But I mean, they didn't really kill it in part 1 or 2 of the movies either. In part 1, it just went back into hibernation because they came to the conclusion that it feeds off of fear, and when they weren't scared of it anymore, he went away. And then when it comes back in number 2, I mean, sort of the same thing. They didn't end up killing it. They didn't kill it. You rated so much for Lugia. What are most of your shinies shiny Lugia? Like, which shinies did you get, dude? What are some other aliens from movies that we're forgetting? There has to be more. There is a million aliens out there. What about Star Child or whatever it is? Star Kid. That's one. Oh, Battlefield Earth, which is one of the worst movies ever made. It makes sense because it's an L. Ron Hubbard movie. Well, it's an L. Ron Hubbard story. Did I just call him a hobbit? L. Ron Hubbard story. And that's why what's his face is in it. Oh my god, my brain is... Who's the other dude? John Travolta, that's the one I'm thinking of. I keep thinking Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise wasn't in it. That's why John Travolta was in it, because he's a Scientologist. And yeah, it's an L. Ron Hubbard movie, log story, so it's a horrible movie. Only one Lugia, you'd get an XXS, like extra small Lugia. Extra small Lugies. Yeah, there are Star Trek aliens, like the Klingons and the Borg. But they're more cyborgs than aliens, but I suppose you could still call them aliens. And then you've got all the Stargate aliens and stuff as well, like the Asgard and the Goa'uld and the other ones. It's been way too long since I've watched Stargate. The Tari. Oh no, they were humans, weren't they? That's what we were referred to as the Tari. There were lots of aliens in Stargate. Basically, every planet that they went to were aliens. Winnings for winners. Okay, hopefully this will be another Charmander. Second attempt at trying to get our shiny Charmander. Oh, it's a Bulbasaur. Damn. That's okay. Shiny Shadow Bulbasaur wouldn't be bad either. I suppose I should probably switch into something that's going to be a bit more effective. Pacific Rim. Wasn't really into Pacific Rim when it first came out. I don't know why. It's sort of in the same universe as Godzilla and all that sort of stuff, because they're kaiju. My brain just went dead again. I keep forgetting like everything. Yeah, they're kaiju, which is like the Japanese a monster universe type of thing. So Godzilla and all of those. King Kong, even though King Kong isn't really a Japanese monster, but it still falls into the same universe. Yes, thank you, Sage Frost. I was just like, my god, what are they called again? They're kaijus. Hey, Tef, how you doing? We're trying to get them shiny shadows. Unfortunately, we haven't had any luck so far. We've done... That was probably like our 7th or 8th Team Rocket leader so far. Or Team Rocket grunt, I should say. You got a shiny Ditto, Lugia, 4 Meltan, Corphish, Panpua, Pansage, and a Poliwag. Nice. Next. Oh, of course, I walked 2 steps too far to spin the stop. You got a sinus head cold. Damn, that sucks. Like, it's not enough to make you feel like really bad, but it's just like your head feels like it's just a million miles thick, and you're like, head colds are the worst. Like, I wake up dehydrated, like, for some reason. I think it's because I'm working out, and I'm not drinking enough water. So I wake up every morning fairly stuffy. It's not good. My sinuses are all blocked and my head just feels all dry and my eyes are just puffy and it's horrible. So I can sort of relate. You got your shiny Ditto and a shiny Meltan, only 2. Honestly, I've only encountered 1 Ditto this entire event. I haven't really been catching the stuff that they are. But I already have a few shiny Dittos because we've had the Ditto Day as well as when they first released them. So I have like 4 or 5 of them now. Oh, that was hitting just a little bit hard, wasn't it? I was going to say, please let me get the charge move off before you die. That would be wonderful. Okay, another one down. Let's see if this one can be a shiny, because a shiny Shadow Phanpy wouldn't be bad. I do have a shiny Phanpy already, but having a Shadow would be nice. You got a shiny Ditto, a shiny Danette from a raid. Nice. That's a shiny I don't have yet. No shinies. Phanpy won't be shiny? Aw. I thought they released all the grunts had shinies. Like, all the grunt shinies, like, possibles were shinies. Maybe I should read the information. So far it's just Charmander. Okay. Well, we've encountered a few of them at least. We've had Grimer, Charmander, Bulbasaur so far today. I did a Marwile earlier today as well. But that does us for the Team Rockets for now. So we have no more stops until I get back around to the start. Oh, okay, it's the Annihilator. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, okay, I suppose we can battle. I suppose. No cheating. This is just... Okay, I'll go in with auto team as well. Good old auto Rex. Oh, of course. Are you sure you went in with a random team? Are you sure? Yeah, I suppose it's worth. I mean, I wasn't expecting a grass type to beat a flying type, but there you go. So that's the problem with this being half fighting type. I really should have dropped the blast kick before. Blaze kick, rather. Blast kick. I had it there, but I was like, no, I'll go for the blast burn. Wow, I actually won an auto rec battle. That's very surprising, given that at the OCIC tournament afterwards, we did the auto rec tournament sort of thing, and I think I won one battle out of all the battles that I ended up doing, and that's just like one of the battles, not an actual matchup, the whole matchup, just the one battle. I ended up battling like 5 or 6 different people, and yeah, I was just like, are you serious? Every team that it was giving me was just garbage. Yeah, GG, Steph. You gonna head out, Sage? No worries. Thank you for dropping in. Enjoy your evening. Have one. Oh, gonna sneeze. Get off my hand. Earlier today, like, my nephew came over today because he was throwing a tent. Like, he went to hospital a couple of days ago because he had a really bad fever, so my sister took him to hospital. And then today he was throwing a tantrum at school because he didn't want to be there, and his excuse was, oh, I'm still sick. So he ended up coming around to our house, and I took him for a walk earlier, and there was an ant's nest that we walked past, and there was just hundreds of thousands of ants coming out of this nest. Like, I'm saying, like, no exaggeration. There was so many ants, and we've gone back inside, and I had a couple of ants because we walked past the nest, and they were just everywhere. So I had, like, a full dozen ants on me or something like that. I brushed off all the ants, and he had some ants on him, so I'm brushing them all off. He's like, I still got one on me. I need to change my shirt. I want to put a t-shirt on. So he rips his shirt off to put a t-shirt on, and he had one on his shoulder, and I'm like, oh, mate, you've got one on your shoulder, and it's biting you. As soon as I've said that, he's just gone, ah! Just his reaction was so funny. I'm like, oh, it's okay, mate. It's not going to hurt. And I got it off, pulled it off him sort of thing. It was just very cute. Hey, Yu Chang, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. Hey, Pokebuzz. Welcome in, dude. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Oh, I only have 2 great balls left. I have 2 blue balls. What am I going to do, guys? You'll be doing a huge challenge next year. What huge challenge? And why next? Like, next year's still a while away. Why can't you do it this year, dude? What is it? What are you doing? You're taking on like a marathon or something? Oh, I need bloody tissued out because I've sneezed. My nose is all snotty. And because you have no life. Yes, you do. You play Pokemon Go. You play Pokemon Go every day. It's the same, you have no life. You know, you guys, like, honestly, guys, life is what you make it. So, get out there and do stuff. Do stuff with your life. I'm the last person. Like, I should take my own advice on that. Because I tend to sit around and not do a lot. But, yeah, you gotta take life by the horns, guys. If you want to do something, do it. Sort of thing. Don't let life pass you by and then look back on it and just regret not doing the things that you wanted to do. Always, even if it, like, the saying is, if it's not like, sorry, if it isn't hard, it's not worth doing, sort of thing. So always challenge yourself, always do those things that, even if you don't think you can do it, like, just attempt to do it. Because, yeah, like I said, you'll look back on it, like, it's not that I'm super old or anything like that, but there are still things that I look back on that I'm just like, oh, damn it, I should have started doing this earlier. I should have done that back then. Or, you know, like this YouTube thing, for instance, it's just like looking back on it, I'm just like, damn, I wish I started doing this earlier. Like back when YouTube was easier to do, because there was less people doing it, you know, like 10 plus years ago. But I think about the things that would have stopped me from doing it. It's like, it would have been difficult to do it just because we didn't have great internet here back when YouTube was a thing, like when it first started to pop up. And it was just other things that I wish that I did during my 20s that I didn't, you know, like starting to work out. Like I work out and stuff now, but I'm just like, damn, what would it be like if I started doing that stuff earlier? You know, I'd be a lot fitter now than what I am, and just all that sort of stuff. You're going to make a new account in Pogo, and if you don't get to level 50 in 1 year, you have to delete the account. You should be able to do it. And getting to level 50 isn't that difficult. It's coming from somebody that still isn't at level 50. But you can accomplish it in a year. And getting to level 40 isn't really that difficult these days in comparison to what it used to be, just because of all the XP that you can get from like double events, like double XP events and raids, and like going best friends with people and chuck lucky eggs on and all that sort of stuff. So shouldn't be that difficult, dude. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Are you heading out, Jahern? Nice, man. Have a good one. Thank you for dropping in. Saying g'day. Hey, Lamborghini. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, dude? I wish these Popplios would stop being a pain in my butt. Do I have a pass? Do I have a pass? I do. Let's see if we can get ourselves a loogie. Good old autocorrect for the win. Alright, 9 people. We should be to do it. I remember the good old days when 9 people was not enough to do a Lugia. You would be struggling so badly. Like when they first released it, Lugia was such a pain in the ass. It dropped today. Yeah, today was the first day. I saw Miss Murder streaming earlier today when I woke up. So yeah, I'll be doing the raids tomorrow for you guys. Smells like old socks around here because it's been raining, so it's got a bit of a stale smell. One hit away from... I hate it when that happens, when you're just about to get a charge move off and you get KO'd. Lamborghini, I'll be hosting raids for you guys tomorrow. I was invited to this raid, so I couldn't invite anybody to it. But I saw a thing the other day, I didn't read through it properly, but it was a thing from Niantic saying that it's going to be easier to invite people to, like, in the near future. Like, the invite system is going to get an overhaul, which is desperately needed, because, I mean, the current invite system it's not great. There is a lot of instances where it just doesn't work. Like, you send invites to people and they don't get them until it's too late, and, you know, that sort of stuff. So any sort of upgrade to the invite system is muchly appreciated by the community. Nice. Alright, that was easy. Let's see how we go. Can Lugia be our shiny for the night? 25.77. What's the hundo for Lugia again? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what a hundo is? It's 27.55. Oh my god. No shiny. Oh wait, did I say 27.55? I meant 25.70. Sames. Turns out it is actually 27.55. Oh, that poor little butterfly. It's in 2 pieces. There is just 2 wings for a butterfly sitting about a foot apart from each other. It's just like, oh, poor little thing. It didn't have a good day. $26.44. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is not going to be good. Hopefully we can get a shiny though tomorrow, because we didn't end up getting a shiny last week from Oho, or the week before. I haven't had a shiny legend. We didn't get one from Thunderous either. So haven't had because it was Thunderous last week, wasn't it? It wasn't Ho-Ho. Yeah, so I haven't had a shiny legendary for a couple of weeks now. Yeah, unfortunately. 2 stars, not the greatest. We'll send him off to the big candy factory in the sky. Well, 10 minutes left to Spotlight Hour, guys, so it's been a quiet evening. Went past very quickly. I didn't get out of the car after battling like the first bunch of Team Rocket grunts for like the first 15 minutes or so, so that's probably why. my phones. Ah. Almost dropped my phones. Hopefully, next month's Spotlight Hours, rather, will be good. Hopefully they'll bring back at least some shiny ones. I went on a decent 13-win run in the Mountain Cup with Frostlass, Wishcash, and Seismitoad. A fun ABB team that beat a lot of the meta except for Ferrothorn. Managed to be one with a Wishcash Blizzard though. Yeah, sometimes you can get like if people aren't running the right moves and stuff like that, or depending on what the CP of their Pokemon is. You can always get those desirable matchups. Oh, but well done, dude. Honestly, I haven't really done any of the cups in quite a while. I forgot. I missed doing the Go Battle Day thing the other day as well, because every time I look at the events like that, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's all right. It's still got 6 days. It was 6 hours. I was just like, I went back to do it like the day or two after, and I'm like, hang on, where'd that go? Ah, it must have been hours, not days. So I missed out on an elite TM, which I was a bit disappointed about. I was like, damn it, they're actually useful to have. And that's really the only reason why I do the battle days. But yeah, I ended up missing out on it, which was not desirable, but it happens. Oops. That is not good. Wait, Fungus is a shiny now, yeah? I've lost track of everything that's possible shiny in the game these days, but I'm pretty sure Fungus is a shiny. My hair. Meh. Getting to the point where I feel like I just need to get a haircut. I'm just in that awkward stage in between short and long hair, and my hair is just so hard to do anything with. Make it look half decent. It is, yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, it's hard to keep track of everything that's a possible shiny these days. I used to remember like basically everything that was a shiny, and now, because there's 2 full generations plus everything else that's a shiny, it's hard to keep track of everything. But I'm guessing that that's part fungus nest down here, because we're seeing a lot of chespin, so I'm pretty sure it's a chespin nest. But usually there's 2 nesting species. There's the main species, which is chespin, and then there's like a secondary species, which I'm assuming is the fungus. Hey Pam, how you doing? Am I growing my hair long? Yeah, mainly I'm just not getting a haircut. It's not that I'm like trying to grow my hair long, it's just that I'm too lazy to go and get a haircut at this point. If I don't cut my hair, then it just keeps growing. But yeah, it's sort of like in between. So I think I might have to at least go and get it tidied up, just to even it out a little bit. You're so chasing the shiny fungus. Well, fingers crossed you can get one. Fingers crossed we can both get one. That would be nice. Yeah, the mushroom Pokemon like Fungus and Breloom, and I suppose even Paris, you could throw Paris into that. Morlul is actually my favorite of the mushroom Pokemon, but all the mushroom Pokemon, I just like them because I've always been interested in like mushrooms. Have always been cool to me ever since I was little, I've just always had a thing for mushrooms. I like the fungus kingdom. I think it's a really interesting, awesome sort of thing. But yeah, I want the mushroom shinies. Like I said, my favorite one is Morlul. Morlul is such an awesome design. Very much looking forward to when they bring shiny Morlul. It's not really the nicest shiny in the world. I actually prefer its original form. But still, it'll give me a reason to actually go out and hunt them. Just from Detective Pikachu, when all the Morluls were flying around the Bulbasaurs and stuff like that, I thought that was really cool, just the way that they were glowing, and I really wish they had that in Pokemon Go. So when they did the Halloween event last year, where all the Pokemon at night time were glowing, it was just like when Morlul, I was just like, oh damn it, they should have left it like that. But I think they should have made it that they actually glowed the color that they should have. So it should have been like that pink-blue color for Morlul. Litwick should have had like the blue flame around it. Alright, 3 more minutes. We can check to see if we got ourselves a hundo, maybe? Probably not, but we'll still check. Just wish there was more stops around here so we had more Team Rocket Grunts to actually battle. I was actually contemplating just doing laps of the stops tonight, because then we could have just kept doing the Team Rocket leaders. Probably would have been more fitting, given that I put that in the thumbnail as part of the thing tonight. Let's do Team Rocket Grunts. And dirty. Little dude weren't supposed to run from me. More fungus. Yeah, definitely part fungus nest down here. Might actually have to come here again before they change over. I think it'll be on Thursday. Because if I recall, we had just been here last week, so they change every 2 weeks for the nests. Sierra was hard to find for you this event. Always Cliff and Arlo. Yeah, I had that issue when I was trying to find Arlo, back when he had Charmander as his Pokemon, because, dude, what are you doing? Just stay in the ball, please. Stop being difficult. Yeah, Arlo, when he had Charmander, I was trying to hunt him down the most so I could try and get the Shiny Shadow Charmander, but basically everyone that I would encounter would either be Cliff or Sierra. So I basically had the same thing, just opposite. Since they're giving me so much trouble. And I don't have many Pokeballs. Alright, last minute, guys. Let's see. A couple more catches. See if I can get a shiny. I mean, a hundo. A shundo. Yeah, it's like the game knows which one you're trying to hunt. Okay, there we go. It's done. Ooh, I actually had one of these spawn here earlier. Before I started the event. I clicked on one, so not a bad spawn. Hopefully this one has decent IVs though. But yeah, it's like the game knows which one you're hunting, so it's the one that just doesn't show up for you when it comes to the leaders. bad. Could be a bit better. Still trying to get that decent Goomy. So I've got one waiting for when it gets a com day. So unfortunately, we did not get a shiny, which was fairly obvious because there's no shiny Popplio, but didn't get anything else either. You might have just won $75 on a scratch. Nice. Well, there's something. Congratulations, if so. That's $75 worth of raid tickets that you can now buy. Or $75 you could donate to... Joking. Jimmy can always do with more raid tickets. Now, always nice getting those unexpected little wins like that. Like, not necessarily just in like gambling or anything, but just anything in life when you get those unexpected things. Like in Pokemon Go, when you get those unexpected shinies, those ones you're just not expecting to get, and you just randomly come across them, you're like, oh, they're always more... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, they're always more exciting than just getting those ones that you are hunting. At least for me, just those unexpected ones, they're just more thrilling, give you a bit more of a thrill. You're like, oh, random shinies, yes. Oh, hey, a shiny Litleo. I actually need this shiny. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. You get those random shinies that you are not expecting. Nice. Thank you, game. You can have a golden rose. GG's indeed. Like I said, this is a shiny that I actually... And I just find that very ironic that we're just talking about those wins. Those thrilling little wins that you get when you get a shiny that you're not expecting. And I look down, it's just like, bang, shiny. Timing could not be better. So we'll check the stuff. It's actually not too bad for a wild shiny, but that is now a shiny that I can tick off my list. It was actually one of the shinies that I was really hoping to get this event. So awesome. We have a shiny, and I was actually able to do it on stream. Usually when I get these shinies after spotlight hours or raid hours or something, it's once I've already finished the stream and I'm on my way home. I just click on a random Pokemon and it's just like, shiny. I'm like, damn it, why couldn't that have happened during the stream? So, nice win indeed. Was it you? It may have been. But I think it was more the luck from Tef, since she just got, hopefully, you know, a bit of money off one of her scratch tickets. She was sharing that luck around. So that's nice. We actually finished tonight off with a shiny, even though there was no shiny available during actual spotlight hours. A cheese hamburger. Are you offering a cheese hamburger? I'll take one. And don't you mean cheeseburger? Because I mean basically that's what they're called, yeah, just a cheese hamburger. It's like a cheeseburger. Alright, well, hopefully we can get another one during the event and we can finish off this shiny family. I can't believe that, though. Just the timing on that couldn't have been any more perfect. So I guess we'll mix around here and see if we can get any more of these. Shiny, shiny, shinies. Where are you? Damn. No shinies. That's okay. I can be happy with one. I won't be greedy. Oh, you goofed on a ticket, you didn't. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But I mean, at least you did give me luck. So thank you. I mean, you gave me something by getting the shiny Litleo. Oh, you scratched a letter you didn't have. Don't you hate that when you you think you've won something, and then you realize that, oh, damn it, I was one off. Another Lugia. That's just about to finish anyway. Unfortunately, we can't jump into that, but we can do these Team Rocket grunts here and see if we can get lucky and maybe get a shiny, depending on what they have. This is a rock type, so I don't think we'll get a shiny from this one. No, that's okay. Oh, wait, hang on. I was going to say, wait, if it's got thingamajiggy, Larvitar, maybe. But Larvitar isn't in the rock type one, is it? Larvitar is in the... Wait, which one is Larvitar in? The luck you could have shared to me was just me. No, you still shared it. I mean, you still sent the shiny luck. We can just say it, like, you know, I'll still give you the credit for the shiny luck. Oh, is it a rocket leader? Okay, I thought it was from one of the grunts. But now that you say that, yes, I did actually see the graphic earlier. He has that. And the other two... What do the other two have again? Should have used the charge move on the Machamp that I had. I didn't realize that was the last Pokemon because I was too busy reading the chat. Yes, Murkrow and... oh my god, I saw the graphic earlier. Obviously wasn't paying... Teddiursa, yes, thank you. Don't mind me. I don't pay enough attention. Hopefully my internet came back. Sorry guys, I think the stream just full dropped out for because my internet, yeah, sorry, the internet went a bit stupid. Sorry about that, guys. But we're back. Yeah, we back. I missed a call as well from somewhere. Doesn't matter. I think that might have been what interfered with the stream getting the call. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, that's right. I should be paying more attention to the graphics and stuff like that and knowing what's actually going on in the game. Because it's sort of my job, but unfortunately, like I said, my brain is still foggy from yesterday. Like, just because I was just so tired. Because I didn't really sleep the night before. Like, I was basically up all of Sunday night. I didn't go to bed until 6 or 7 in the morning. I think it was like 7:30 in the morning. And then woke up again at about midday-ish, so I didn't really sleep for that. No, it probably wasn't either. It was probably about 10:30 when I woke up, so I probably only slept for like 3.5 hours, and then just spent the rest of the day just sort of half asleep on the couch watching YouTube videos, and then I got a decent sleep last night. I slept for like 8 hours last night, but I still think that I'm a bit hungover from that. Not that I was drinking or anything, because I don't really drink, but I just hungover from not really sleeping. So my brain is still foggy, and also I do stay up like incredibly late, and I need to start getting my sleeping schedule on a bit of a better sort of rhythm, and I think that'll really help with my way of thinking, because I always seem to be just stuck in brain fog, because I'm like, I can't remember. Stream keeps lagging for you too. Is it still lagging now, or... Wait, one question is does the stream actually look decent? Because last week during Raid Hour, the stream was looking terrible. Unfortunately, I have to watch my ads. I've had the stream pause like the whole thing, so it's making me watch ads. Looks okay. Okay. That's all good. As long as it looks good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because last week during Raid Hour, it was just terrible sort of thing. Unfortunately, you guys basically couldn't see me for the entire stream because of... I think it was the internet. I think it was my provider that was just having issues, because a couple of the other people that jumped into the chat that were on the same provider were saying that it was also not working for them. Like, their internet was being a bit dicky during the day. And yet I still looked good. How could you tell, man? Like, you could hardly see. Are you just telling me that I look that bad that, even on a crappy looking stream, it's just like, no, man, you look good. She's like, are you sure about that? See if we can bait some shields. Been fine for you looking good. That's okay then. Oh, probably should have shielded that. That's okay. Just fingers crossed that it's working properly tomorrow. Should be, because we don't really get those issues very often. It would just seem to be last week. It was running a bit bad, unfortunately. There we go, the shield. Yeah, oh, hopefully they don't. I suppose. Because I know bronze is actually half decent. It's like a lower level Meltan. A Melmetal is what I meant to say, not Meltan. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it's like a half decent steel type. Yes, James. How are you doing? Welcome in. Again. Good to Why sad face? Why are you sad facing? Probably don't. Yeah. It'll probably KO me if I don't. You miss Negan? She's here, dude. At least I think she's still here. She was here. Yeah, like I said, she's here. Alright, there we go. There's a battle done. Well, is there anybody else that would like to do a battle before we wrap up for the evening? Day's been pretty good. Didn't really do much today. Just took care of my... I said my cousin earlier. He's not my cousin, he's my nephew. Yeah, it's been about it. I was also looking into the disability stuff today because of my back. So I was just trying to gauge whether or not, given the stuff that I've got wrong with my back, if I could possibly be eligible for the disability stuff. Because that's right, I meant to go over that stuff with you guys. Fill you in on what I got back from my scan. I suppose we can do that as soon as I spin these stopper-twos. Stopper-doo. Oh, there's a bug on my neck. Go away, bug. Oh, not Instagram. It was gallery. Not Tinder. Oh my God, I'll get it right eventually. I'm looking for this one. My God, my brain was not working then. So yeah, this is what I got back from my scan today. So there is a narrowing of the disc space, vertebral end plate, osteophytes, resulting in marked narrowing of the nerve root, foramen, and possibly contact with the C6 nerve root. Basically the same thing on my C6-7. And then there's mild osteoarthritis within the facet joints on my C7 and T2 joints. So in conclusion, I have degenerative disc disease on my C6, C5, C6, and C67 with narrowing nerve root foramina and possible contact with the C6 and C7 nerve roots, and then osteoarthritic facet joints on my C7 to T2. So I've had issues with my back for a while now because I stuffed my back a few years back, sort of thing. I had 2 prolapse discs on my back, so that's what the C5, C6, and C6, C7 things are. They've healed, like to the point where I'm not as in the pain that I was in back when I first did my injury, but with those things, it shows that there's still stuff wrong with my neck, and I have degenerative disc disease, which isn't a disease. It's a basically just it's the name of the condition that I have, which is just narrowing and wearing down of the soft tissue in between a couple of my vertebrae, and basically it just makes that you get a lot of inflammation and swelling and just pain and that in the muscles that surround the area. And then they can also pinch the nerves that are in the inside of your spine. So I can get like shooting pain down my arm and into my hand and stuff like that, which makes it difficult to do stuff. And then, I also found out today that I have osteoarthritis in some of my back as well. So it's just like, great, getting old is fun. So yeah, I have osteoarthritis in my back, which is not fun. Your problem is with your L5 and your S1, so that's your lower back, your lumbar back. Yeah, see, mine's cervical because it's up high. So that's you got your cervical spine, which is like your top of your neck down to your shoulders. Then you got your thoracic spine, so that's what the T2 is. That's your thoracic spine, which sort of goes down to your mid back, and then from your mid back down, it's the lumbar. So being L and S, yours will be the lumbar, and then S, I'm pretty sure, is sciatic, if I remember correctly. Ooh, there's a kookaburra. Can you guys hear the kookaburra? Kookaburras. There's actually multiple kookaburras. But yeah, that's basically what's wrong with my back. So when I say that I have a stuffed back, I'm not lying, guys. I literally have a stuffed back. So yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. I'll have to talk to Centrelink and that and be like, hey, does that mean that I can get on to disability? Because it's not just that as well. It's like the mental health stuff which comes with that as well. Because I wish these people would shut up. Please stand in the car park. My back is rooted. Yes it is. Which is not a fun thing. Like, having back issues it's very debilitating. Like, I get, like I said, a lot of back pain, which makes it difficult to do stuff. Like, I have difficulty twisting my neck. Like, today it's not so bad because with the stuff that I've got, like I was reading up on it today as well, you have good and bad. Like, some days, depending on the swelling and that you've got in your back, it really depends on the sort of the amount of pain that you're getting. So today it isn't too bad, but some days I can't sleep because any sort of movement that I have during my sleep just jolts that part of my back, and I just wake up constantly. And then some days I can't really turn my neck any further than sort of a little bit side to side and then up and down. So I have those issues, and then learning today that I also have osteoarthritis in some of my back as well, which is just like, great, more issues. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, so you guys could hear the kookaburras. Sounds like an old Tarzan movie where they wrongly used kookaburra sounds. Hey, Tarzan could have been Australian, you never know. Or kookaburras could have been in Africa, you never know. They didn't go for very long. They've already shut up. Usually they keep going. But we had some kookaburras that were living up around my house not long ago. And every morning at about 6 in the morning, they would just start laughing. And You'd wake up to kookaburras just... I do a terrible kookaburra impersonation. Is it fixable? You crunched a shoulder and dislocated it. No, dude, that hurts. Dislocated a joint like your shoulder or something like that. They have a tendency of popping out again because you weaken the joint, sort of thing. So that's something that you might put up with for the rest of your life. Like it'll take a bit to make you dislocate your shoulder, but the more you do it, the weaker the joint becomes, and it's easier to like pop out and dislocate. With my back, there's not a lot that they can really do. I can get some sort of surgeries and that, but I'm always going to have issues with my back, unfortunately. It's sort of like a lifelong thing that I'm going to have to live with. And degenerative, like the order that I've got, the degenerative disc disorder or disc disease, basically means that the older I get, the worse it's going to get as well. You take Lyrica for it. Is that a pain medication? The thing that holds the shoulder in is ripped. You have sneezed and your shoulders... Oh, dude, ouch. So obviously, because you do it so many times, like I said, the more you do it, the weaker your joint acts. So if you're getting to the point where just the sneeze will make it drop out, it's just like pop out, not drop out. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not good, dude. You can get shoulder surgeries and stuff like that, though, that can fix that issue. But unfortunately, any type of surgery like that is going to be expensive. They have the operation for mine in America. And yes, nerve pain. How you going, Garavs? Welcome in, dude. How are you? We're just discussing injuries at the moment. So you did, if the people that have come in, you did miss a shiny tonight. It wasn't a shiny Popplio, but it was a shiny Litleo. So it was a Leo of some description, just not the one that was featured. Well, there was no shiny featured tonight, but we got a shiny, so yay! Shinies for Jimmy. How many people do you have to do the raid, dude? Because unfortunately, Lugia is a Pokemon that takes a lot of, well, not a lot of people, but it takes, you know, a few people to be able to get it done because it's a bulky Pokemon. So unless you've got enough people, unfortunately, I can't help you tonight. But I will be hosting Lugia raids tomorrow for you guys. So if you would like to get into a raid tomorrow, be sure to pop into tomorrow night's stream. Zero, yeah, unfortunately, dude, with 0 people, like, there's not a lot that I can do to help you with the raid, dude. And with the amount, like, even with the amount of invites that you could send, I don't think you'd get enough people in to be able to beat it. I think a minimum for Lugia is like 6 or 7. Off the top of my head, if I remember correctly. I think it also depends on its moveset and stuff like that. But like I said, I can help you with raids tomorrow, dude, if you want to pop into tomorrow night's stream. We can get you some shinies then, hopefully, well, at least some into a raid or 2. I don't have to sit here holding my phones anymore because I can just put them down. Oh, that's right, you can do 10 invites now, can't you? That's going to make it easier for me tomorrow, doing the raid invites, but still, dude, I don't think you're going to get 10 people from the chat that are going to jump into the raid, given that there's only, what, 5 people in here at the moment. So not 10 likes. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the streams, so be sure to do that. When's the new update? The new update should have gone through already. But basically, it was just an update to the raid system to make it that we can invite more people. Stuff like that. Like nothing, they haven't added anything new to the game. Just a quality of life update. I just wasn't sure when they were actually doing it. You got a Hundo Lugia, so you're trying to max it out for PvP. Lugia isn't really a great Pokemon for PvP. And stuff like Hundos, again, I mean, I suppose if you're using it for Master League, which I'd say you would be, even if you're trying to max it out, um, there are better psychic types. Like Mewtwo is always going to be a better psychic type, so you would be better off powering up a Mewtwo over a Lugia. Yeah, 10's good. Like, that makes my life so much easier, being able to get 10 people in per raid, so I don't have to do double lobbies anymore. I can just do one lobby of 10 people, and that'll make my life a lot easier during raid hours. You're trying to get a shiny Lugia for luck? Well, like I said, dude, we'll be doing raids tomorrow, so be sure to drop into tomorrow night's stream, and hopefully you'll get one. Yeah, it used to be 5 people. Like, you could get 10 people in per lobby, but you would have to invite 5 people, wait until somebody jumped into the lobby, bail out, wait 10 seconds or so, then jump back in, and then send another 5 invites in, so you weren't guaranteed to get 10 people in, but now, being able to invite 10 from one invite, that should be good. That'll make it a lot easier. Trying to get an Ultra League compatible Lugia. Already got a 2498. Trying some with Lugia and Shiny also. Yeah, like I said, dude, like, Lugia is good, but there are better Psychic types. Like, Mewtwo is always going to be a better Psychic type. And I think even stuff like Alakazam... Like, Alakazam isn't bulky, but it's still a harder hitter than Lugia, if I recall off the top of my head. There's a couple of Psychic types, like even Metagross. Like, Metagross, I think, is 2nd ranked as a Psychic type, so you're probably better off focusing on stuff like that over Lugia. But I mean, always do what you want to do, sort of thing, but if you're going for stuff that's actually going to be useful, I would concentrate on some of the other stuff instead. You want a shiny Beldum? None of the leaders have it at the moment. Cliff did have it. Was it Cliff? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Cliff that had it last run. Hopefully it won't be long, and they'll rotate it through the Team Rocket Grunts. Might be in the Steel type one soon, so you might have another shot at trying to get this shiny Shadow Beldum. Until then, unfortunately, you're probably not going to have much luck finding one in the wild because they don't spawn very regularly, so you might have to wait until there's an event on where they're actually spawning. You did a raid with 13 people and 1 in 60 seconds, yeah. The more people you have, they're always going to be easier to do the raids. You love watching Jimmy weekly. Well, like I said, I want to start doing some streams more regularly for you guys, but maybe just branching out and doing some other stuff. So I was thinking doing Breath of the Wild, because I've still got that, and I still need to finish it. So we might just start a new playthrough and play through that before the new one comes out. Wait, is it Fallen Kingdom? Or I think it's Fallen Kingdom. Whichever the name of the new Zelda game is. Yeah, play through that, and like I also said, I want to play through Resident Evil 4. I know it's not a very family-friendly game, given that it's about zombies, and it's actually not about zombies, it's about the Los Plagas, which is... They're not really zombies, they're more like parasitic creatures that live inside people and turn them into monsters. But as I was saying earlier in the stream, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil game. It's just... I really enjoyed playing through Resident Evil back in the day, like number 4, so I wouldn't mind getting it and playing it right now on the channel. I've been watching a couple of other people playing it, and I'm just like, the nostalgia, I want to play it. I so want to play the remake. You love Resident Evil games? Yeah, they're great games, like, up until a point. Like, Resident Evil 1 to 4 are, like, fantastic games. 5 is okay. 6 is more of an action game over like a survival horror game. 7 isn't bad, and then Village and the one after it. What was the one after it? I can't remember. Number 9, whatever it was. They sort of went back to the survival horror stuff, so they're pretty good as well. It just lost its way a little bit. They went from being like I said, 6 and 7 are more. Sorry, no, 5 and 6 rather. 5 and 6 are more like action-based games rather than survival horror games. You hear The Last of Us is good. I haven't actually played through them either. I would like to. I think they've released them on the PC now, because I know that Sony has released a lot of their more popular games. Like I know Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that is on the PC now, which is actually on sale at the moment for like $25. So I've been thinking of grabbing that as well and playing through that on the channel. So yeah, there's some games like that that I wouldn't mind playing with you guys. Just let me know if that's the type of stuff that you would like to see on the channel. Because like I said, I'm still happy to do the Pokemon stuff and play Pokemon Go and all that sort of stuff, but I just feel like Pokemon Go isn't really something that is going to sustain the channel. So I've been thinking about branching out a bit and sort of doing some more game-based stuff, and even some silly stuff. Like I've been watching a lot of like Jacksepticeye stuff and that recently, of him doing like the Google challenges, like guessing the what the Google top searches are, and like just silly little videos like that. I'm like, I could do that sort of stuff. So if you guys would like to start seeing stuff like that on the channel, let me know, and we can start doing some variety stuff and some other types of games. Because I was doing other stuff, like stuff that wasn't Pokemon related, on the Twitch channel, but then I sort of stopped, and the Twitch channel never really grew, and a lot of you guys didn't migrate, because a lot of people don't have Twitch accounts and stuff like that, and Twitch is sort of in a state of decline at the moment as well. So I feel like there's probably more chance of me growing the YouTube channel doing that sort of stuff than trying to put stuff over on Twitch as well. So let me know what you guys would prefer. If you would prefer me doing that stuff on Twitch, or if you wouldn't mind seeing more of a variety of games and stuff like that on the YouTube channel. Should start doing PvP. I do try and do PvP streams occasionally with you guys. The problem with the PvP stuff is just like, I'm not into PvP like a lot. Like I enjoy doing it, but I just feel that I'm just not as into it as, I suppose, I was thinking for a while of doing like at least one PvP stream a week with you guys. So doing like PvP streams on Mondays, then doing Spotlight Hours on Tuesdays, and then Raid Hours on Wednesdays, and just having those 3 days dedicated to like Pokemon Go, and then we can do some other stuff. Got to, oh, dude, I played through Doom Eternal on the Twitch channel, but that was back when I was doing like Among Us and The Forest and stuff like that with a lot of the Poke Squad. So I was playing with like Nick and Holly and Zoe and stuff like that. So I actually had some real good success doing the Doom stuff on Twitch, just because I'd finish playing Among Us with those guys, and they'd be doing their streams, and then I'd jump onto Doom and I'd start playing Doom, and then Holly would raid my chat and like drop like 300 people into the chat, and I'd just be playing in front of like 300 people, like playing Doom and stuff. So they were fun days. I should have kept that up more, and maybe the Twitch channel would have been a bit more successful, but then it sort of dropped off and I stopped doing that stuff. But I still actually need to play through the second DLC for Doom Eternal. But I was playing it on Nightmare and dying a lot, which was fun. Doom's pretty good, but like I said, it's not very family friendly stuff. I feel like doing Pokemon stuff and then doing Doom stuff is just, it's not family friendly. I should do parkour. We were just discussing how bad my back is. I don't think I'll be doing parkour just quietly. I can hardly twist my back from side to side sometimes, so jumping around and doing backflips off of things probably isn't in my repertoire, unfortunately. You prefer YouTube? Yeah. So do I. Like, I actually prefer streaming and doing stuff on YouTube over Twitch. I don't know why. I think it's just because I've already built up my audience here on YouTube, and I just find it hard to transfer stuff over. Like, if the channel was bigger, if I had, 10,000 plus subscribers or something like that, I probably wouldn't have as much issue transferring stuff over onto Twitch, because I would have more people coming across and watching stuff. But just with the small community that we've got here, I feel like I'd be better off focusing on this small community and growing this community, and then maybe down the line we can transfer stuff over onto Twitch and then make this a bit more of a base channel for like certain things. I don't know. You like doing it? What, you like doing parkour? On YouTube, don't think many would use Twitch, but you can stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at once. You can, but if you're a Twitch partner or affiliate, like I'm actually a Twitch partner. Wait, no, affiliate. Sorry, partner is when you're actually getting, partner is when you're got more. I'm a Twitch affiliate. Once you become an affiliate on Twitch, you're actually, like, in their terms of service, you're not actually allowed to. You're only allowed to, according to them, you're only allowed to stream on one service at a time. So basically, if you stream on Twitch and you're a partner or an affiliate, basically you sign a contract with them saying that you're only going to stream on their platform and not stream on, like, YouTube and stuff as well. Even though people do, but basically you get in trouble if you're trying to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. That's more for the people that, like, not people, but the companies that do, like, the Pokemon streams for, like, the tournaments and stuff like that. Like, they're allowed to stream on multiple platforms just so they can cover as many sort of as much audience as possible. You prefer YouTube as well, Pam? Well, I'll definitely look into it, guys. I'll definitely, like I said, I want to start doing some more stuff on the channel. So I think we'll start with something a little bit more family friendly with stuff like Breath of the Wild, and we'll see how that goes. And if people enjoy seeing other content on the channel other than just Pokemon stuff, then I'll start transitioning into doing other stuff like, you know, Resident Evil and Doom and all that sort of stuff. Things that aren't so family friendly, but, you know, if people are still going to watch, you can pass Fleece King for... Well, Fleece isn't on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know. I'm pretty sure he's only on Twitch. Should start posting shorts. I know. I really should start posting shorts. I'm just lazy when it comes to that stuff. Because when you post shorts, like, you have to record stuff on the... Like, they're more suited for recording on the phone than they are doing other stuff. And I do most of my filming, like, with the camera, or so it's like if I'm making shorts, I need to transition stuff over onto the phone, make stuff, and then transition it back to... It's a process. So I'm just lazy when it comes to doing it. But you're definitely right. I should start doing more shorts. I could start wearing shorts, making shorts of me wearing shorts. Who wears shorts? How you doing, Martin? Welcome in, dude. Twitch seems adulty. Yeah, not so much. I mean, there is a lot of, like, dudes like Super Mario, for instance, who's one of the other Aussie streamers who does, like, Pokemon Go stuff and just other stuff. He doesn't really do a lot of adult content stuff. He does more, you know, just family-friendly content. He plays a few adult games, like more adult sort of games, or games that, I know you can't really call them adult games, but games that, you know, not a lot of kids would play and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, he's a fairly family-friendly streamer. And there's other people like that. But again, on Twitch, you do not so much now, but you did have a lot of, like, the hot tub streams, and there is a lot of girls that stream questionable stuff on Twitch and stuff like that, which you don't really get on YouTube. So Pogo is like, no, honestly, that's a very big misconception. Like, a lot of people think that Pogo and just Pokemon in general is for kids, when it's not really. I mean, when Pokemon first released, I mean, it's 25 years old now, so people like me, for instance, we grew up playing Pokemon games. Like, I was a kid when they first came out, but I'm an adult now, but the franchise is still around. So the vast majority of the Pokemon fans are actually in their mid-20s to mid-30s sort of thing. Like, if you look at the demographic for Pokemon, the games and the animes are more aimed, like, not so much aimed towards kids, but they're just family-friendly games. So they're games that everybody can play. Bloody mosquitoes are biting me. So I wouldn't say that they're kids games, but they're you know, just family-friendly games. Oh, he has a YouTube channel for shorts. Okay, I didn't know that. But he's got a big audience over on Twitch, sort of thing, so a lot of those people would have come across. And he's got a big following on Twitter. So the kookaburras again. He's got a lot of people that watch his shorts and stuff like that coming from, like, the Twitter channel, whereas I don't use Twitter that often. So he's got multiple places where people are going to come in to watch that sort of stuff. I need to start being a bit more active on Twitch, or not Twitch, on Twitter and stuff like that as well. If you make videos and then remove them, does that count as removing? If they're shorts, then yes. That'd be cool, shorts in shorts. Just sit around in shorts, like give informational videos about Pokemon Go, but just do them wearing shorts. Those kookaburras are having a good old laugh. Something must be very fun. They're laughing at me, guys. All my ideas that I'm having right now, the kookaburras are laughing at me. They're just like, yeah, dream on, Jimmy. Dream on. No, you mean like parents won't go... Yeah, exactly. Like, YouTube is a bit more aimed at not so much a younger audience, but it has more of a demographic with younger people, whereas in there is a lot more adults on Twitch. I know what you're saying there. Average age of people playing Pokemon is 20. Yeah, see, exactly. Like those mid 20s to mid 30s sort of thing is because, like I said, we're the people that grew up playing the games and having the series and stuff like that. Like when Pokemon first came out, it was 96 in Australia. Like when the first series of Pokemon dropped and the first games came out, it was 1996 in Australia. And I would have been 10 years old, so I was right in that demographic. You can be any age and enjoy it. Exactly. Like, I mean, that's why I said it's more of a game that everybody can play, whereas it's not really a game that only kids will play or only adults will play. It's a universal type of franchise. Want to do Twitter, make Joe Biden memes. Yeah, that's not really, like, my thing. If I'm going to do Twitter, it'd be more for the... just me posting up, hey guys, I'm like, I do Twitter. Like, I post on Twitter every stream that I do, telling people that, hey, I'm streaming on Twitter, streaming on, YouTube or something like that, but I just post that stuff up on Twitter. If I was going to do more, it'd be more of that sort of stuff. Like, I used to post up all my shinies and stuff that I got like that, but I just got lazy with that and was just like, If I did more, I'd have more of a following. I just got to be more active on Twitter. You've done a few Biden memes on Twitter. The meme lord. Stop laughing at me! I'm not that funny. You don't like me. Well, loud. Alrighty, guys. Well, we've chatted about some stuff. I've got some stuff to think about and some stuff that I got to start doing. So yeah, like I said, we'll start focusing on doing some more games and stuff like that on the channel. See how it does. I can only try, sort of thing. I'll start doing some more shorts and that for you guys as well. And yeah, I'll try and be a bit more active on Twitter. We'll try and grow all of those things at once. Play PvP. Yeah, I do PvP with you guys during the streams. Like today we did some PvP and stuff like that just because, we didn't really have a shiny to hunt during the stream. So I was doing raids, doing Team Rocket battles, battling you guys. We did like a mix of things on tonight's stream, so we can start doing some more stuff like that. If you can get subs with shorts, you can stream to a bigger audience. Yeah, like my streams go out to enough people. Well, they can go out to more people, but I still get paid for doing stuff on YouTube. Like once you get to 1,000, like they've actually lowered it. But back when I first started monetizing the channel, you had to have like 1,000 subs and a certain amount of view hours and stuff like that. But they've changed that since they introduced the shorts. It's not as many now because you don't get as many from shorts and like as many view hours and stuff like that from shorts. So it's not as high as it used to be. But I know what you're saying. Shorts, because they're trying to compete with TikTok and stuff like that, they're trying to really push that. So the more shorts you do, the more it pushes your channel into the algorithm. So it's more to do with like just the algorithm rather than getting a bigger audience. It just pushes it out to more people that will possibly come in and watch other stuff. So yeah, I know what you're saying there, dude. Why are you getting active, mate? What do you mean active? Wait, what? What are you talking about? The Spotlight Hour hasn't started in your country yet. Videos are t-shirts and shorts are shorts. Who wears shorts? And what would live stream update my phone? I will. Not now, I'm streaming. What would live streams be then? Jackets and coat, like jackets and coats, jackets and long pants. Oh yeah, for those that don't know why I've got this up on the screen, this was the shiny that I caught tonight, just so. Because we did get a shiny tonight. But, alrighty guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll do some quick shiny checks before we wrap it up, because I do need to stop at the supermarket on the way home, and I think I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes just sitting here. And I'm getting laughed at by the kookaburras. Some people are just lurking, just listening to me ramble on, which is fine. Like I said, I don't mind people that are lurking. And there's people chatting. I mean, you, James, Martin, and... Wait, you are you. You guys are all chatting, so... You know, half of you guys are chatting with me. That's all good. Other people are just listening. Jesse's there as well. He's just not saying a lot. That's okay. Like I said, lurkers are great. Like, and there you go. Dulsandu's also. Lurkers are a streamer's best friend. Just because you're there, you're supporting the channel, you're watching the content. You don't have to be chatting to support the channel. You can just be sitting there in the background. And people are busy doing their own thing. You know, people could be doing homework or sitting at work or, you know, any of those things. They've just got the stream playing in the background while they do their thing. So they're not constantly putting stuff into the chat, but they're still there in spirit. And like I said, lurkers are a streamer's best friend because they help with the views and hours and algorithm and all that sort of stuff. So I don't mind if people aren't chatting, as long as there's some people chatting in the chat. I mean, because it makes it very difficult to stream, and this is why I feel really bad for smaller streamers that only have like 2 or 3 people in their streams and there's only like 1 person chatting or nobody chatting. It's hard to keep that conversation going when you're not actually chatting to anybody, but as long as you guys are in here and I'm chatting to like a few of you, then I don't care. As long as I can keep the conversation going, that's all good. That's what you're doing, exactly. So yeah, Martin's just watching in the background, and I appreciate that. You got a 98% ponytail from PvP. Nice. Sup, Dalsandu. What is up is I'm about to wrap up the stream, guys, because it is almost 8 PM and I got to go home and have dinner. So I got to drop past the supermarket on the way home and grab a few things. But thank you for everybody that has tuned in today. Like I said, guys, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the stream and the channel immensely. I will be back tomorrow for Lugia Raid Hour, and we can continue discussing all of this stuff then. But yeah, I'll go home and start making a list of some games and stuff like that I wouldn't mind playing for you guys. I got a couple of nostalgia games that I wouldn't mind playing, like some old Legacy of Kain games. I actually bought an adapter for my PS2. So I can actually play some of my old PS2 games, because I've got a couple of Legacy of Kain games, Soul Reaver and stuff like that I wouldn't mind playing with you guys, just because they're some of my favorite games that I had growing up, so I'd like to go back and play them again, because I think they're masterpieces and they deserve remakes, but they may never get them, so we'll play the old ones for now. But yeah, like I said, I got some stuff that I would like to do with you guys on the channel, but knowing that you guys would like to see some of this stuff just gives me more confidence that I can do it and you guys will still watch, because I wasn't sure whether or not you guys would be interested in that sort of stuff. But now that I've got a little bit of an inkling that you would be, yeah, we'll look into some more of that stuff, guys. You're playing Battletoads on NES. Good old Battletoads. God, I haven't played that in ages. That's an old school game. We could play some old NES games. I mean, there's a lot of NES games and stuff like that, Super Nintendo and NES games and stuff on the Switch now, because they have there's even a whole bunch of Sega games now, so we could play the old Sonic and like Mario games and all that sort of stuff, because I would love to play some of them, because I grew up playing that stuff. So playing some of that stuff on the channel, I think would be a fun thing. But alright guys, we'll wrap this one up. I will see you guys tomorrow evening. We'll do some raids, but until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting. Good luck with your spotlight hours. Hopefully you guys can score some shinies, even though there's not one available. Hopefully you have the same luck that I do. And yeah, until tomorrow night, guys, have a good one. I'll see you then. Peace out. Bye.